it's been edited to, it's just been so edited, and not everything that, they don't teach us everything. It's just, they teach us what they wanted to teach us. So it's like with Christopher Columbus Day, like, they teach you when you're a child, like, oh, Christopher Columbus Day, he discovered America. Like, he's just this great guy that, like, came and discovered us, and they built their missions, and they taught us, like, they Americanized the Indians, and they helped them. Like, the Indians were so vulnerable. They didn't have anything. They clothed them. They fed them. But it's kind of like, why don't you tell them that they tricked the Indians, that they told them, hey, come join our missions, and then they... Once they joined the mission, they wouldn't let them out. They're just telling, like, the Indians would join, and then they wouldn't let them leave. Sometimes they would put them into solitary confinement. They would shackle them, and even if they went to the extreme of running away, they were hunted down. And it's like, why were they treated that way? And it's like, it's not just that, but I mean, even with Christopher Columbus, that was a genocide when he got to the Americas, quote unquote. It was just massive genocide. So many Indians were killed. They were forced into slavery pretty much. And the mindset of Christopher Columbus and his men was, hey, let's just find the gold. They have gold. And it's kind of like, in the area where they were located, maybe gold was found here and there. So not everybody had gold, and then they were just so fixated on finding gold that they go to these extremes of genocide. There was so much rape that went on, and it's just like, why do we glorify this man who started rape, genocide, almost made a whole race extinct? Like, he killed so many people that there was like 500 of them left by the time that he left. And it's, why do teachers, why does the government, like, they're the ones that provide the books. So why don't they say, hey, how about why isn't there a change in the education so that we're informed? Like, it's just so sad how, not just with the Christopher Columbus, but in history in general, how they just, like this book, Lies My Teacher Told Me, it's, you go and they don't even want to tell us the harshness of our country. We have a museum here for the Jewish, I can't think of it right now, the genocide that they did over there.
The Holocaust.
So the Holocaust. There we go. I couldn't think of it. The Holocaust. We have a museum in LA. Can you tell me, how many museums do we have here for African American enslavement?
Yeah.
Can you think of any? Do we have any in our country? And that's something that happened in our country that directly affected our people.
Exactly.
And we don't have one museum to look back on that. How many Native American museums do we have? Or indigenous museums do we have? And it's outrageous how we'll have a Holocaust museum. I'm not saying that's bad. I mean, any history needs to be known, but why can't we start with our own people? And why can't we inform our people of just our history, of what happens, and why glorify stuff that just doesn't need to be glorified? And why not just, like we had today, like they changed it into Indigenous Awareness Day. And it's kind of like, why don't you do that? Why don't you do a mixture of, yes, maybe Columbus came and found some stuff, but why not give us a little bit of more information? Like, there just has to be a change in the education, because it's not okay for me. I just got out of high school, and I mean, I always thought of Christopher Columbus as a man who, like, America, blah, 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 and I get to my class, and then they finally tell me, like, oh, here's a book that you need for your class, chapter 1, genocide. Like, just one small quote that I have on here, to emphasize the heroism of Columbus and his successors as navigators and discoverers, and to de-emphasize their genocide is not a technical necessity but an ideological choice. It serves unwittingly to justify what was done. And that quote just gets to me every time, because it is justifying what was done. You glorify him so that we don't have to look back on what was done. Because, like it is, we are the 99%, and everything is just run by that 1%. And there just needs to be change. And change is what is needed. So I'm here to stand with everybody in solidarity because we just need some change in our government system. Like, the companies are like, they make the CEOs, they make thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, and then they go and they tell the workers, oh, we're cutting back on your hours, or we're firing, we're letting go because, oh, we don't have money. Yet we have the CEOs up there who are making billions of dollars. Like, it's just not right.